Okay, so this is part 2, essentially preparing the lower part of the module, which is exactly the same whether you've got the screw mount or the groove mount version. In this version, which is for the brass inserts, this is the 1.1 version, we've got the holes here. What we're going to do with those holes is put the brass inserts in them. Best way to do this is to get yourself a hot end heatsink. Here's I think it's a clone E3DV6. I'm going to basically insert it into the clamp, making sure that it sometimes will be a bit stiff, make sure it pushes all the way in. You can just check at the back edge that it's fully inserted. Then you can take the clamp part and insert that as well, and just make sure that it grips around the module. It's okay if, around the heatsink. It's okay if you have a little gap, about a millimetre or so, because you need something to tighten against. Now what I've got here is essentially a long M3 screw. It's a little bit burnt because I've used it a few times. Essentially insert it from the front of the module through out of the hole at the side. Add a brass insert. These are 3mm threaded on the internal dimension. They're 4mm outer dimension, and they're around 3mm long. And then I'm just going to heat this with a little micro torch. About 5 or 6 seconds is usually enough. So we're just going to get that fairly hot, and then basically we just pull that into the module until it just sort of reaches the edge. Sometimes I just smooth over the plastic there, and then basically put it down, leave it to cool, and go off and do something else.